Welcome back. You're still tuned into Mid-Cap Radar. It's time to focus on Stylam Industries. The Q2 performance has been aided by better mix with double-digit revenue growth, but the domestic growth has been weak. Manav Gupta, whole-time director at the company, is joining in now to answer those questions. Manav, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining in. Well, the export portfolio has done well for you this time, but tell us, what is the trend now? The Q2 trends, will they repeat in Q3 and Q4 as well? What's happening with export and domestic volume growth? What's the target for FY25?
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, to give a brief of Stylam, it's a 33-year-old company, and we have Asia's largest plant for laminates based out of Chandigarh. So if you look at our numbers, we are coming up with a brownfield expansion and investing around 225 crores. And the brownfield expansion is expected to be operational by March of this financial year. So if you see our numbers, the company has done well, and we are seeing good growth in the coming quarter. If we see laminates as a space, India is now labeled around the world to be the best laminate manufacturing country for the world. So this space is growing at a good pace with good margins. And I feel that this rally is just started and things are yet to come better.
Manav, you spoke about the growth has been good. In the quarter gone by, volume growth appears to have been muted. Exports have done well, but domestic industry growth hasn't done well. So is it a function of demand? You've also mentioned that there are certain capacity constraints due to which you focus more on exports this time around. Give us a sense of the industry trend currently in the domestic market, and how is it that exports are panning out?
Yeah. So if you look at, we have two plants. One plant is operating at 95% capacity, and the other plant is operating at 85% capacity. So till our new capacity comes into play, we understand there will be a production constraint for us. So as a management and as company, we are focusing on better product mix, be it export, be it domestic. So our focus is to sell products with better margins. And the domestic, if you look at our domestic front, the domestic for the last 3-4 quarters have been same, because it is intentional, and we are working on better product mix instead of commodities.
Okay.
And yeah.
So Manav, in that case, what will FY25 end with in terms of volume growth? What's the target? Will it again be driven by exports only, since you're talking about capacity constraints right now? And realizations, they grew 6% and 8% respectively for both your domestic and export markets. Will this continue to be the trend? Are you taking price hikes in different markets? What's the realization trend looking like?
So if you look at our last quarter results and this quarter results, our EBITDA has improved, and it is between 20 to 21%. And the further guidance for next quarters is that the EBITDA should remain similar, because we have already, as I told you, we are already working on better product mix. And as a company, if you look at the building material space, H2 has always been better than H1 in major building materials. So I feel it to be similar for Stylam. And for our next 3-year journey, we are expecting good, strong 26 to 30% revenue growth from financial year 25 to 27.
Okay, Manav, just taking a different direction, our colleague Yash in May, had reported a story talking about how Stylam Industries was in conversation with a Japanese company where the promoters were looking to offload a certain portion of the stake. There were talks also of an open offer coming through. Of course, at that time the stock price was a lot lower than it is currently. What is the current status of your conversation with the Japanese company? Are talks to sell stake still on, and will you be giving up control of the company?
See, there is no intention to give the control of the company to anyone. At Stylam and as management, we are always open for good strategic partnerships, and we are always open for good innovations. And if, as I have already told you, that we are looking for 26 to 30% growth in our coming few years. In the next, if anyone comes and gives us a proposal where we can add value and this speed can be increased, we are always open. And regarding that Japanese things, the talks were on, and but we couldn't find value. Such talks are always there because we are a major exporter and we have excellent relations around the world. So
So
all the
Manav, can
top
we
companies
say,
around.
yes, so can we say with the Japanese company, you're not going ahead, but in case there is any better offer that comes in, if there is any offer which gives you more synergies, you'll be open to sell some stake?
No, we are not open. We are always open to add value to our Stylam family, Stylam stakeholders. If someone comes to and they can help us speed our growth, so we will be always open for partnerships or strategic tie-ups, but it has to bring significant value to the company.
Okay, so Manav, are you saying if not an equity stake that you will sell, you're open more to a joint business effort with the Japanese company, or even that at this point of time is off the table?
That is off the table. To elaborate, I would say that Stylam, if you look at our relations around the world, we have very good relations, and with a new plant coming in, we have nurtured our relation, and the supply chain is an essential ingredient for all the major companies. And this supply chain, Stylam has become a major stakeholder in these companies. And I feel going forward with our new plant coming in, it will act as a game changer because this plant has very different sizes which are not available in India, but they are available around the world.
All right, we take that point. Thank you so much for joining in today and answering all those questions patiently. Hope to be speaking to you very soon again. That's the word coming in from Stylam Industries, very positive on the growth going forward. They talk about how they conversations did not fructify with the Japanese company, but they're always in conversations wherever something that adds value to their portfolio could happen going ahead. We'll slip into a short break, but before that, a small programming note as we do that. As we prepare to ring in the festivities this Diwali, tune into CNBC TV18's Market Movers Forum 3 p.m. onwards on the 24th of October, featuring guests like Ramdev Agrawal, S. Naren, Nilesh Shah and others to help your portfolio prosper this Diwali.